Hello, everybody. What a great morning this is, Isolation Nation. It's so exciting to be with you. I just was having a great read of this new Time magazine that just came out, and really excited we can do a show like this. I just got a new modem that enables something called live streaming, and that's how I can bring this show to you at the Social Distancing Social Club. Apparently, Barack Obama won the presidency, and the future's looking up. So wonderful. I have plans to go to a Dodger game later today. That's really going to be Oh, look how happy they are. This is how we feel as a nation. It's so great. Oh, my God. I'm so excited to just have a great day. Looking forward to the future. Let me bring on my friend and co-host. You can bring on more than one person onto a broadcast now. It's through this incredible internet technologies. Please welcome Steve Hofstetter, everybody. Oh, what a day.
Well, hello. Thank you. Thank you. By the way, speaking of new technology.
We did it. We did it, Steve.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm just so busy. I was busy playing Pac-Man. Came out. Really excited about it. Just been playing it all day.
Pellets, dude, is the best.
I know. I wish you luck with the Dodgers, but I think the Mets are really going to take it this year. I think it's looking good. I can't even keep this up. If you guys want to support the show, please do so. You can Venmo at the top right of the screen. You can PayPal at laughfromhome.com. Or, of course, you can Super Chat on the YouTube. And with that, let's introduce our another host. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Bowers. Everybody, Chris Bowers.
Woo! Oh, shit, look at that jacket.
I've got Pac-Man fever too, Steve. So let's do it. Pac-Man Sunday, everybody. Let's have a good show. And I'm going to introduce right now, not Queen Rachel, but Queen Jarrett Rachel. Jarrett, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay. Hello. How you guys doing? I'm in my new apartment. I just moved.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, you picked a perfect time.
Or is that a virtual background? Did you just switch like Steve does and it's all bullshit, or did you actually move to a new apartment?
This is my new place. This is the first floor of my new place.
Did you really move?
I did really move, yeah.
How did you move?
Wait, what did you say, Ben?
Why'd you move during quarantine?
We signed a lease for a place like right before things started getting crazy. We had about a 25-day window from like when we signed the lease, and we were like, okay, well, we'll move in on the 15th, and then you know, like everything started shutting down and people started quarantining, and then we were like, well, we still rather be in our own place than with our roommates, so
makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, Bowers, I'm really insulted that you say that my place is bullshit. I really like my new place. It's very fancy.
I'm sorry, Steve.
And I know I was teasing you a little bit with the with the Pac-Man stuff. I knew you were wearing your Pac-Man jacket, so I didn't mean to make you feel bad. So I got you this apple. I know it's your favorite thing. Look, Bowers, fruit. It doesn't kill you.
Oh God. That was
guys, I watched.
that's terrible.
I love the idea of fruit. We're gonna get you to eat some fruit on camera, Bowers, one of these days.
Maybe we'll have a fruitathon. We'll just come a thing where if we raise $7,000 for the grant, I'll eat an apple. How great would that be? And then I'll smoke out of it. It'll be fucking perfect.
By the way, you guys have to check out this movie I just saw in theaters yesterday. Home Alone 2. Donald Trump makes this really funny cameo in it. It's really great. I love that guy.
Wait, Donald Trump, the real estate guy?
The real estate guy. He's so funny in this movie. He's like, you go over there, he's in the lobby of the hotel.
Ben, I need you to focus. This is real. You did not wake up from a dream. It is not 2008. This is fucking real, and we're all inside. I need you to bear down now. I need you to focus.
Wait,
I need you to focus. Yes, no, I'm sorry to tell you, but there's a bunch of tiny hands behind you and some vintage ladies, and they're
No!
I was gonna start with, instead of me, it was just gonna be the blow-up doll from yesterday in my seat. And let me just say, whoever it is that wants to fuck blow-up dolls is really committed, because I tried to blow it up for like 5 minutes, and I was like, this is bullshit. I'm not doing it.
That's how we know you're a receiver and not a giver, Steve.
Ben, did you set that all up to do the Home Alone Trump wig joke?
I did not. I just thought of that part now.
Oh, okay. I thought that was your plan from like the whole. You spent all day working on that, and I was proud of you.
Thank you very
paid
much.
off. Let me tell
I
you.
like to remove your pride whenever possible.
We did have a game, overnight game. We had an overnight game from our fans. They pick it every night. We don't. Tonight was Chris Asmo picked it. It was Bowers' a phrase because I fuck up phrases a lot, obviously. I had two I liked that he had. He said, "Do you swear to tell the truth?" Or Shag Nasty had, "Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth until death do us part?" Which I thought was super funny. And then Adam Meseminer said, "You don't have to beat off a dead horse," which sounded the most perfect Bowers line I'd ever heard. I'm getting my vote, and you don't have to beat off a dead horse. I don't know if you guys saw any that you liked.
I did. My favorite ones were Lola Sola, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but you only live once."
That was actually
that one still works.
Yeah, that was my favorite as well. But also, Kara Layton had one that I just saw because I didn't check these in the last couple of hours. She had a late entry that was "An apple a day. Wait, what's an apple again, Steve?" So that is good timing there.
Nice. Another Bowers phrase that I enjoyed was Chris Asmo, who said, "If at first you don't succeed, two in a bush." And Jeremy Day.
That's actually why the blow-up doll wouldn't blow up quick enough. But sorry, go ahead.
Because you have two in the bush? Yeah, that helps.
That makes a lot of sense. Jeremy Day entered one with, "It's like comparing hot dogs to eggs." And Shag Nasty had, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, 3 times a lady."
Also enjoyed Adam Meisenheimer's "There are a lot of creatures of sea in the ocean."
Yes.
That one sounded hours. That was great.
Very funny. That was a great game. We're going to maybe do that again sometime because it was quite enjoyable. As they say in the Army, you never march once with the boots that got you there.
Yeah, that's... Ben, that's a Marines phrase.
I'm sorry. Temper fine ass woman, won't you back that ass up?
Yes, that's...
Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean? Guys, I just got a great new audio tape. You have to check it out. This band called Milli Vanilli. You gotta check them. Guys, they are really dope. They're a super dope band, and I recommend you listen to them. There's something about, like, I don't know, their authenticity because they got these dreadlocks. You know they're real. They're awesome. They're really
Ben,
awesome.
all the stuff in your office started, and it's been funny, but it started to become a cry for help. At what point are we worried about Ben having too much shit in his house that he should have thrown away 18 years ago?
I could tell you the point where he starts giving some of it to me. Like, I now have props in my fucking office. I have a wig and a blow-up doll in my office because he ran out of room.
It's funny, but honestly, these props have just been there. They've been kind of like a monkey on my back. You know what I mean? What the How is that even happening?
That was props and magic. Holy shit.
It was props
I
and
swear,
magic.
Ben.
My God. Holy Lord.
Yeah.
All
right, I think it's time to
Ben,
introduce.
Do we have a game for today, and maybe a celebrity guest we can talk to?
We do have a game for today, you guys, and I'll introduce the game. Bowers will give you a hilarious example of how the game works.
Okay.
I'm really glad I'm eating the apple right now.
The game for today is called Candy a Band, you guys. Bowers, take it away.
Well, I said that it'd be like Motley Crue with their lead guitar player, Mick Marsbar, but you thought that wasn't funny in the pre-production meeting,
No,
so you made it say it again.
I think it follows the rules of the game, and I'll hand you that. You know what I mean?
You're talking shit about my game skills. That's hilarious. Okay. Taylor said Pixie Sticks, which is way better. Right?
I like that. I like that.
That's 2 bands. That's a double. It's categories that be worth 2 because Pixies and Sticks are bands. Right together.
True.
Nice
good
work.
Point.
Nice
Very
work,
good
Taylor.
point.
That's a
I like
double.
that. I don't have another example of it, but tell me a band. I'll try to think of one right now.
I like Red Hot Chili Candy Poppers.
Candy? What the hell's chili candy poppers?
No, Candy Poppers is the thing. Red Hot Chili is part of the band name, and then it's... You know what, guys? I haven't.
Oh my God, you guys! Steve's never eaten candy before. That makes sense. I've seen how Steve had never eaten candy in his whole life.
How about metallic candy? Shut up.
Metallic candy is pretty good. I like metallic candy. Of course, we've got the tasty Beetles that are made of sugar. Got a lot of options like that. If you want to play
the Turtles, that's both a band and a candy. Okay,
yes.
we got to figure it out. As always, the fans will be way better at this game than we are. So a $5 or more super chat or Venmo or PayPal, you will get into the contest. We'll read the answers at the end. We'll all vote on them, and you win albums for all three of our hosts, all our albums, and also
Black Licorice Sabbath
tomorrow, Tuesday. What?
I'll take it whenever you'd like. What's that, Steve?
I said Black Licorice Sabbath.
Yes, perfect.
Black Licorice Sabbath is a really good one. Again, we're hoping the audience delivers ones that are funny. I just tried to Google top candy names, and I just accidentally, while I was talking, typed Top Sabbath. That's not even a search you should need to do.
The one of my cousin's place is actually pretty great.
What's Google say the Top Sabbath is? Is it Saturday or Sunday? Okay. Do we have a special guest, Ben?
That's a deep religious question there, buddy.
M&M's.
M&M's. That's good.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Jessica in the audience had a really good one. Jessica, do you want to throw yours in real fast?
You don't have to turn your camera on.
We haven't introduced the audience yet. My bad. I'm sorry.
About Macaroon 5.
Macaroon 5.
Macaroon 5. I like that.
Nice.
That's really good. All right, special guest. Candy. All right. Ben, special guest. Let's go.
I would even pass this honor to Steve because I know that Steve has a special sentiment he wanted to share about our guest MK today. So why don't you? I don't want to ruin the surprise. Why don't you bring?
No, that's good. That way, no one knows who it is, even though it's been on our poster. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorites. Truly one of the best writers in the game. He has been on Last Comic Standing. He has been on just about every late night show, and he's also been on the prestigious show, the Social Distancing Social Club. You've seen him here before. He's coming back, and he's got a show coming up at the Nowhere Comedy Club. Please welcome Mr. Mike Kaplan, everybody. Mike Kaplan!
Mike!
Hey! I've started my video. I'm happy to be here. If I may, I have a couple game winners. Everyone can stop playing the game. We've got, for the candy band, Twix, but spelled with a Y like sticks. That's what I've got there. I also want to say the Top Sabbath, for me, is when Yom Kippur falls on the Sabbath. That is the highest of the holiest high days.
Love that.
I also am wearing a shirt right now that is a video game location in Portland, Oregon, Ground Controls. I didn't even know about the Pac-Man theme that we'd all be playing here, but happy to be in on it. And finally, I have a couple Bowers just from last night's. I don't need to get my prize, but I'll collect off air, donate to charity. A stop clock is right twice a day, but Bowers isn't. And I also almost said it as a watched clock. A stop clock never boils. I'll do that one as well.
That one's also true. I like that.
Such a pleasure to be here and hear laughter. I think that comedy in the future might learn from this. So thank you.
Thank you, Mike Kaplan. We also have two amazing comics with us today. Two amazing comics. We have Sarah Keller. Say hello, Sarah.
Hi. Thanks for having me. And I thought 30 seconds to Mars bars.
Yes.
Nice.
And we also have Cory Michaelis with us. Cory Michaelis, say hello.
Mom, you got to shut up. I'm doing a thing. I was very committed. Very committed, Steve. Look how much air this is. That is so much air. The way to her toes that I've been selling on OnlyFans.com.
This is what mine looks like.
To be here. Heads up. All right.
There you go.
Phenomenal.
Honestly,
so
Steve,
exciting.
Steve,
I think we have the same one.
Steve, that backdrop really classes up the doll. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, look. Look, fancy people have sex with dolls too. In fact, probably more than non-fancy people, if we're being honest.
Well, fuck better dolls, that's for sure. And Steve, can we introduce our audience? What are our audiences here?
We sure as hell can. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, we love having our audience with us. And so we're going to shout out to our audience as they turn their cameras on. We have Jessica. We have Jared. Oh, that's confusing because we have Jared. We have Dr. DJ Hot Dog Powers. Chrissy took your name. We have Daniel. We have Becca Lynn. We have Zara. We have Carrie. We have Tony. Welcome, everybody. We're happy to have you back, and let's get this shit going.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Do we have any super chats coming in yet, Jared? Do we have any super chats coming in yet?
We got a couple of game entries, but we only have one non-game entry super chat at the moment. Sarah Leventree gave $5, said, just want to say I love you guys, and I use this time to clean my apartment so I don't end up a hoarder like Ben.
Nice.
Let me just say to her, girl, I'm gonna miss you.
Now, Ben, here's my question: Has Carmel been yelling at you for like 2 years about all this shit in your house, and you're like, when are you ever going to need this? And you're like, someday I'm going to need it, and then you've been right for 6 weeks.
100%. You actually got me to throw some stuff away. Imagine what I could have pulled out about 3-4 months ago. Even though I've been right for 6 weeks, I'm still being yelled at for the mess in this office, just so you know.
Yeah, by the way,
I'm on the brink of just leaving town, to be honest with you. I'm going to head right
before this all started, all that stuff, the office was clean, and there was just a box labeled Goodwill. And now it's just all back.
I've definitely pulled a couple things out of a Goodwill bag. That is a very accurate statement.
By the way, we've got some Venmos coming in. So Shelly Prather throws in $5. Says I wasn't going to leave a note, but it's saying I have to now, and I feel peer pressured. Hey y'all, just want to contribute because of the times. So thank you much. And Tyler Stevens throws in $20 and says sorry I missed the last few streams. We are sorry too, Tyler. We almost canceled today.
Yeah,
but we're happy you're back.
We're back. Right, you're back. No, Ben, I gotta tell you, one of my favorite stories of motivational speaking. I was speaking at this high school at this freshman orientation, and we do this pep rally thing. So the kids are supposed to dress up in their color, and this girl shows up, and she's like in a full-size mouse mascot costume, which was blue. And I'm like, "Where did you get that?" She goes, "Oh, this is great. My mom worked at a bank in college, and they gave her this costume, and she took it home with her. And we've had it in our house for 20 years. We've moved 5 times. Every time we move, my dad says, when are you ever going to need that stupid thing? Throw it away. And every day she says, someday. And the day when I wore it to school, my mom was so happy, and my dad was so sad. It's like a 20-year argument that's fucking ended one morning.
And of course, she worked, if anybody's confused, she worked at the United Mouse Bank.
Yes.
Where our profits are tiny. Okay, I think we're ready for a comic.
Don't you want a slice of the cheese?
Yeah, want to increase your cheese, huh?
Don't get trapped by high interest fees. All right, the overnight game is clear.
Alternate game today, if you want to play along for fun. Cheese a bank.
House a bank. House a bank. All right. We'll bring our first comic up. She's amazing. You've seen her on Comedy Central's on the Roast Battle. She was also a writer on Comedy Central's Roast of Alec Baldwin. Very funny. Sarah Keller, everybody. Sarah Keller. Woo!
Thank you. Normally, I like to start my sets with doing a little crowd work, but I can't really do that because this crowd is very quiet. Just not giving. Really just not giving me anything here. This quarantine has forced me to become what I never thought I would, a Midwestern housewife. I was raised by a Midwestern mom to be a Midwestern mom. Like it's in my DNA, except that no part of me wants to be a Midwestern mom. The closest I want to get to being a Midwestern mom is drinking Chardonnay out of a water bottle while yelling at other people's children on a soccer field. Which I already do. Fuck you, Tanya, offsides! I'm sorry, ma'am, but whose mother are you? No one's. And then I just gleefully run away, basking in the freedom of being childless. Somehow this quarantine has made me worse at texting people back. And like, I'm not doing anything. Nothing. Like, I'm literally doing nothing. That includes texting. I'm watching Parks and Rec for the 30,000th time, looking for plot holes. There are none. It's flawless. I am literally doing nothing, and I cannot get myself to pick up my phone and text back. Every time I get a text, I'm like, every time a text comes in, I'm like, nope, can't do it. Sorry, Mom, I'm alive, though. It's too much pressure. I've been spending a lot of time with my boyfriend, which is great when you're stuck in a house, 300 square foot studio together. But he was in the military, so he had to go through POW training. Well equipped to handle me. They stripped him naked and put him in a small box. I also do that. They made him withstand hours of interrogation. I definitely do that. They waterboarded him. I do that. Let me explain. I recently came to terms with the fact that I'm a squirter. Yeah. Every time I come, I squirt. Tears from my eyes. Cry. Every time. Every time. Dating me has got to be pure torture. It's true. When I was growing up, I saw my dad's dick a lot. It wasn't weird though. Like it wasn't weird. It wasn't weird. It wasn't weird. It wasn't weird. Weird. It wasn't weird. It wasn't weird. It wasn't weird. It wasn't weird. No, it wasn't. You know, like when you're growing up and you think that your family is normal, and then you make your first friend, and you realize that they're not. My first friend, her name was Molly, and I remember we were talking, and she said that she'd never seen a penis before, and I was like, "Not even your dad's?" Yeah, and she looked at me with like a mixture of horror and intrigue, and again, like it wasn't weird for my family. Like my family was just a naked family. It was like, if we're not going anywhere, why do you need clothes? Like, who gives a shit? This is just the human body. You're welcome. But my dad's favorite story to tell about me is when he realized that he couldn't be naked around me anymore. We were in the shower together. It wasn't weird. It wasn't weird. And I was about, yay high. So I had a very nice view. And I was an inquisitive young thing. So I said, Daddy, why does one ball hang lower than the other? My dad didn't miss a beat. He said, well, Sarah, God knew that I was going to be a runner and he didn't want them to clack together. Brilliant.
Makes sense.
So to this day, I have not seen my dad's penis since. I know. But because of that, like in my head, my dad has a monster cock. He might not, I don't know. But like up until that point, I had never seen any other penis except for my brother's, and he had a little baby dick at the time. So to me, my dad is packing heat. And again, he might not be. I don't know. But honestly, I respect him more for it. I do. I respect my dad more because I think he has a big dick. So I guess if I could leave the gentlemen of this show with any advice, it would be, if you want your daughters to respect you, dick as much as possible. Thank you, guys.
Sarah Keller, ladies and gentlemen.
Sarah Keller, as always, Venmo is open for the tip jar is open. You can Venmo in the top right of the screen. You can PayPal at laughfromhome.com, or you can super chat in the YouTube. We have learned a great deal about how Sarah grew up. But also, I will say a 300 square foot studio is especially difficult, what with all those roommates behind you. That's what's really making it tough.
Is there an age limit when you can no longer call Child Protective Services for somebody?
I feel like when you get to the point of your daughter noticing that your testicles aren't even, that's the cutoff line, I think.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Can I jump in and say, I think it's very normal to have a family where you see each other walking around naked. Like growing up, I also saw Sarah's dad's dick all of the time. You know what I mean? It was.
It is a good dick.
Classic
Confirm
dick.
it's huge.
So
I'm just gonna. I would like to call.
Is that the apple or Sarah's dad's dick?
Hey, Jared, do we have any change of the subjects coming in on YouTube?
Is that gum, Steve? Okay.
It's not gum.
We had a tip for Sarah from Heather Scott. She said, "Great set, Sarah." We also had a super chat from Elizabeth Peters, who said, "Pink Canada Mints," which is like
Probably band name.
Probably band name, but it was only $2, so not an official entry. And also, I don't think anybody knows that band or candy.
Pink is a band for sure.
Pink.
Pink.
Pink's a singer of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just say, Canada Pride for everybody, okay?
Yeah.
You have Jesus Christ.
Ben's slowly working through his Countries of the World mug collection, which is all behind him.
Really show you guys my real mug collection. You've only seen my desk mugs, which highlight my career. I got a whole mug collection.
I can't wait till he gets to his Cunts of the World mug collection. That'll be much more interesting and
It's still a mug collection?
bizarre.
Ben's in a shit you don't need of the month club. They just send him a box of shit every month of stuff you'll never need. You just keep
That's
it in your
so right. On the very top of that list is the shit you're giving me, Bowers. Okay.
Well, Mike Kaplan is our guest. Mike, question for you.
Yeah.
So you have done very many different late night spots. Is there one show in particular that stands out to you? Like which would you most rather go back on?
I think that obviously this show is the best one that I've ever been on. The past doesn't exist at all. I have very little memory of the before times billions of years ago. I honestly, like, here's some experiences I had. Like when I went on Craig Ferguson's show a couple times, and it was one of the first ones that I did, and it was taped not in front of like the audience during the show. Like he would do a whole show, then he would leave, and then they'd be like, and now a comedian, and it would like air later. So he's leaving the studio as I'm coming in, and the first thing he says to me, he says, "They're a great audience. Don't fuck it up." And then I go in, Mike Kaplan. So then I went back and did that show. Yeah.
He said a very similar thing to me, but he didn't even say that they were a great audience. He just, it was my late night debut, and I was super nervous. He saw me pacing in the hallway, and he leaned in, and he just goes, "Don't fuck up." And that's the first thing he said to me, which was great. I was like, that's a comic.
He said a similar thing to me, actually. He said, yeah, you can contact our booker. I don't really handle who goes on the show.
Yeah, he told me to get out of his car. Kind of the same concept.
Yeah. It was weird because you were driving the lift. So, like, why?
Actually had a very similar experience with him. He told me, "I'll have the chicken parmesan. Don't fuck it up."
Then I did get to go back on his show, and the second time I did his show, he said to me the exact same thing. He did not remember that I'd been there before. So it felt better the second time to know that it wasn't anything about me at all. He doesn't know or care about me. He just said he treats me like he treats any human being. Nice. And if I could also, while I have this moment, I did think of one mouse bank, if I could add. I don't know if anybody's competing on mouse banks, but I've got Five-Ol Goes Western Union. How's that?
No joke. That first Ferguson story was true. I asked him, how do I get on the show outside the Laugh Factory? He told me that. And then years later, I was doing a couple years ago the Today Show with Kathleen Hoda. I show up, fly to New York for it. All three of the four panelists flew cross country, and it was Craig Ferguson filling in for Hoda. And he talked for the entire 6 minutes. We said 2 words, flew cross country to not speak on television.
Well, if it makes you feel better.
Like Craig Ferguson more. Okay. Yes.
That might...
One more Craig Ferguson story.
Now.
What's that, Mike?
If I can offer one more Craig Ferguson story, this one, comedian friend Joe List and Jeff Tate were doing a show in Ohio. Jeff was a guest set on the show. So Joe, the headliner, was introducing him to the nervous host. The nervous host says, okay, so your name is, Jeff Tate, great. How would you like me to introduce you? And Jeff says, you could just say Craig Ferguson, to let him know that I've been on that show, was the implied message. So he said, yeah, you could just say Craig Ferguson. So please welcome to the stage, Craig Ferguson. Tate, to a crowd expecting Craig Ferguson, they didn't fly him across the country to talk in that situation.
I would just like to add Five-Ol Mouska Western Union.
Oh.
So, sorry.
Great, that's a good story, Mike. Jeff Tate got on Ferguson because Ferguson came to a random show and saw him, right? I think that was a part of that story. But anyway,
he said to Jeff Tate, "Get in my car."
Hey guys,
Jeff just had faith. Yes.
Bank of American Cheese.
But it's not cheese a bank. It's mouse a bank, Ben.
Yeah, but
mouse a bank.
Mice like cheese. I'd like to say there's a fine line there. It's really hard.
You know what? Mice are also in houses, so you could just make a house pun if you want. And
like cheese.
By the way, we also have a couple of Venmos coming in.
Michael Jack Cheese and
we're okay. We have a couple of Ben. Can I get you an apple? We have a couple of Venmos coming in. Tyler Stevens threw in a $2 tip for Sarah. Thank you much, Tyler. We've also got Justin Stolt that for $5 to Sarah said, "Don't get most stuffed animals." So.
Won't.
And then also Dave Adler threw in $5 and said, "Great set. Here's a bit for some no tears drops to help you with your squirting and a set of waterproof clackers for memories." So thank you, Dave. Much appreciated.
Sarah, is your boyfriend's dick bigger than your dick? I'm sorry, I don't ask that question. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you know what? We changed the subject so successfully. So successfully.
I have a couple of change of subjects over here if you need them, Steve.
Yes, absolutely. If you could, I'm just going to eat this apple.
Okay, so we got a couple more tips came in for Sarah. Z Bunster gave $10. Sarah, for your audience. William Okerstrom gave $10. Said everyone is awesome. Sarah was great. Zara B gave $20 for Sarah. It's before 9 a.m. on a Monday morning, and this was the least weird way to start my work week. Love you. And Brett Steinbook gave $10 for Sarah. Great. Also, someone named Hudson in Florida gave $10 and said, "I'm sorry, we'll have to watch the replay because of work. This is for the guy with the eyebrows." I don't know who that is. That could be me. I have no idea.
But hey, Kaplan, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to go on a limb here and say the eyebrows is Mike Kaplan.
If Mike wasn't on the show, it could have been any of us. But because Mike's on the show, it's definitely Mike.
Somebody said J.P. Munster Chase. So
nice.
He's a bank, but sure.
Free cheese and a band. Okay. Next, also Eric Berman threw in $5 and said thanks. And Zara, our resident animal expert, in the comments says that mice don't actually like cheese, and said they actually prefer certain types of fruits and bugs. So take that, Ben, with your cheesy puns.
And in response to that, I'd just like to say,
Yeah. Is that a tomato? Please tell me that's. Oh, it's an apple. Okay. I was like, holy fuck. I was like, if you were eating a tomato like an apple, that would be.
I do that. I also eat bell peppers like an apple.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Jared, do you have any more subject changes? Because this one kind of ran out.
Unfortunately, those are all the subject changes that I had.
All right, perfect. Mike.
Actually,
No!
oh wait, that's not real. That's a fake apple, everybody. That's a fake apple. That was sitting on my
What does it say?
fake apple. Well, I had these.
Wait.
Okay, so I used to. This is a girl named Beavers. So basically, I had these fake apples in my house in Indianapolis, and they all have bites in them because drunk people didn't know they were fake. They all have bite marks, and then people would sign them once they bit them. So I have a whole basket of these people's signatures from these fake apples. These drunk motherfuckers would be like, "Oh,
You have one.
It's not even real."
You have one signed from me, I think.
Yeah, there's a Cory.
Sure.
Oh wait, you know what? There is a Cory Michaelis.
Find the Cory Michaelis signed one. Pretty fun.
Yeah, good thing, Bowers, you made fun of Ben for having all the crap in his house.
I got the whole basket of fake apples. Right?
Hey, take that, Bowers, because you also have a couple things over there.
What do we got?
Why are drunk people eating apples?
One has the old Wi-Fi pack. Oh, they were just they were trying. We were out of lemons. They were trying to chase tequila shots, probably. All right.
I got so excited that you were going to eat an apple. Holy shit. I got so excited.
Apple before
And
he
you know what's
going
going
to
to happen? When Bowers finally, we'll do a fruitathon, and he tries fruit for the first time, it's going to have very similar effects to when I smoked on the show. It's going to have very similar effects. The next day, he's going to be like, oh, I felt sick all night. I didn't really like it. I'm not doing it again. I put it all outside. I don't want any part of it.
Oh, yeah. Made my apartment smell bad. So this says, thanks for letting me Tinder from your home, Cory Michaelis. That's Cory's apple right there. My fake basket. Thank you, Cory Michaelis. I still have a fake pear in here for some reason that has some bites out of it. I don't know what happened there either. There's a fake pear that has some fake bites out of it. But anyway, yeah, that's my fruit basket, ladies and gentlemen. Closest I've ever come to fruit.
I stayed at your house, but
Not making that joke. Yeah. So, Mike Kaplan, what's your favorite fruit?
Oh, I like pineapple. I think. I mean, I'm positive I do. I love fruit. I don't know if you know that if you don't eat candy for a while, then you'll forget what it tastes like, and fruit will be like, you're close enough. This is the vegan equivalent. So, I recommend like, you know how if you push your arms against doors for a while, then you step out of it, your arms will float. If you haven't done that, give that a shot. Just do that with your diet. Just prep as many fake apples, real apples. Just put as much whatever you're eating now, stop it. And then after just stop eating, like eat completely, do like the super high holiday, Yom Kippur, top Sabbath, America's top Sabbath. And only for a while, and then eventually, like you'll try one fake apple. You'll try to eat one of those guys, eat Cory's apple, and then you'll work your way up to a real apple. And man, have you tried all the fruits? There's so many. You don't like berries? You don't like mango? Come on, there's. I'm not.
First of all, I feel personally attacked, Mike, for changing my diet, and secondly, I've not had a fruit or vegetable since 1996. I did try to eat Cory's apple, but he's way out of my league. And I'm going to answer the questions in those three. In that order.
Also, by the way, America's Top Sabbath, one of my favorite shows. Bit weird. Starts with 52 contestants, which is a little much. Slowly whittles them down. So one a week, actually. Goes through one a week.
Also, Bowers does not like mangoes. He sees them and he hears in his head them saying to him, "Man, go."
Yeah.
Yes, as we learned yesterday, mayonnaise is not Go-Gurt in a tube. And mango is not Go-Gurt. I just made a mayonnaise, and I fucked that. God damn it.
Which, by the way, That fact brought to you by Jamie Kennedy's mayonnaise flavored Go-Gurt. Mayonnaise flavored Go-Gurt needs. Doll is ruining my green screen right now. But when you need mayonnaise flavor on the go, try Jamie Kennedy's mayonnaise flavored Go-Gurt. What?
How did the blow up doll ruin your green screen, Steve?
It's you can't see it in the bottom corner of the screen. Oh, you're on your phone, so you don't see the full thing.
Oh! I thought
Tiny
you got
little-
stuff on. I thought you got some stains on your green screen because you're. It doesn't matter. Are we ready for another comic?
No, we use blow up dolls differently. Mine is a prop. Yours is a marital aid. Okay, so let's go to another comic.
Let's do another comic. You've seen him on Apples. He has 30 million views on Dry Bar Comedy. He was a Bad Teacher season 1 on Netflix. They're very funny and hot. Cory Michaelis, everybody. Cory Michaelis
you're so
is,
sweet.
woo!
Cheers, everybody. It's 5:39 somewhere, right? All right. Excited to be here. I actually have been staying with my girlfriend, similar to Sarah's situation. We met on an app, and she said she was single on the app, but she has full custody of her daughter. That's plural. Fingers cut off in certain countries. So she happens to be a squirter as well. The hardest part about adjusting to that for me was introducing her to my mom. You know, my mom was just like, "Oh my God, she loves you. She was gushing all over you." And I'm like, "You have no idea." Okay. All right. Jokes. I am, quarantine's fine. I finished Tiger King. I finished it finally. It took a while. I know, Ben, are you still running for president, Ben? I hope so. I'll vote for you.
I am president now. And
in 2008.
2008, yes. You're done.
People were hashtagging Tiger King for president, which I think is ridiculous. You know, a compulsive liar, sexual predator who's been accused of federal crimes could never be president of. I'm tired of not touring. That's not true. I go on the road. I don't tour. I'm tired of not being on the road. It's really fun to be on the road. I did comedy in Pakistan last year, and it was terrifying. The booker was like, "You can talk about whatever you want." And I was like, "I do not think that's accurate. If you keep it to myselfsies, I'm not going to mention here in Pakistan." They're the nicest, most hospitable people in the world. I did not enjoy the people of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I don't know if you've been. They're very, very proud of their mall. They will not stop talking about it. It's the biggest mall in North America. I mean, I don't care, you know. We have a pool inside of our mall. Every mall has a pool. That's where I get my change. So the Uber driver thought he figured it out. He's like, "We have a gun range inside of our mall. Can you shoot guns in American malls?" And I was like, "Well, not legally, but popular. Do it in churches and schools too, so we're better." I don't know. I can tell that joke because I used to be a teacher. I used to be a lot of things, honestly, before all this. I thought I could always fall back on teaching. I was like, well, I'll always be able to fall back on that. Not now. I substitute teach occasionally when school, which is way better than teaching full time because I'm not trying to make a difference anymore, right? Make it through the day and catch up on Shameless on Netflix. You know, no kids eat peanuts. That's a good day as a sub. Kids still have questions, you know, and I got to be like, "God damn it, what do you want?" That one already fell. Oops, wrong way. That one already fell out, actually. Anyway, I don't know. I'm substitute teach. I only substitute teach for high school. It's the easiest to do. It's so easy. A lot of substitute teaching jobs in gym class. That's and I get those calls in the morning and I wake up and I'm like, "Oh, I'm just going to wear these sweats. I'm not even going to shower. I'll still smell better than these punks." Right. But I don't they often want me to do yoga class and I'm not subbing for you. I don't know how to do it and I don't want to do it. And they that's not a good enough reason. You still have to do it. I'm like, "How about this reason? It's an upper level class. You don't let freshman boys take yoga class. It's 100% 18-year-old senior girls in yoga pants practicing downward facing dog while I'm practicing backwards facing teacher. Fuck this shit. I'm not going down like this, Lululemon. These are gray sweatpants. So. I will substitute teach in an elementary school class on one condition. If it is a class with kids with special needs, they are the happiest, the sweetest kids I've ever met in my life. Spent last year in a class a lot of the time with an 8-year-old boy named George, who was so sweet. He was blind and he had some other special needs, and he was the best, but he wouldn't speak to me on the first day. And I realized it must be very awkward to be 8 years old and blind and meet an adult randomly for the first time. So I gave him space. And out of nowhere, he yelled out, "Come back. I had a play date with Chloe yesterday." And I was like, "All right, I'm back." How was it? And he goes, "It was fun." And then he goes, "Do you know who Chloe looks like?" And I go, "No." And he goes, "Me neither." Bop, bop, bop. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? Serious right now. Set me up for that shit, George? You're 8 and you're making me feel inadequate about both of my jobs. And I ain't happy about it. Hey, you guys are super fun. I do have a show. Where is it? There. Nowhere Comedy Club this Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo in Washington State, where I'm from. We're opening golf and fishing on Tuesday on Cinco de Mayo. You know, all the favorite activities of the Mexican folks. Very excited. But I hope you join me. 7:30 p.m. Nowhere Comedy Club Tuesday night. Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
Cory Michaelis, ladies and gentlemen.
As always, much appreciated, Cory. And if you want to tip, everybody,
that's my favorite fruit.
Yeah, if you want to, the emoji. If you want to tip, you can do so. Top right of the screen. You could Venmo at top right of the screen. You can PayPal at laughfromhome.com, or you can super chat. Of course, I just realized, holy shit, in the Comedy Juice shirt, there's an orange on it also. We are just fucking with Bowers right now.
Attacking Bowers.
Fruit everywhere.
Hey, I just want to say, I don't like fruit. I don't appreciate fruit. I don't like eating fruit.
Oh my god!
Oh, Mike, I don't want to eat no fruit. Here's the expression I make on my face when I eat fruit.
Your chair is still there.
That is my fruit face, Ben. That's my fruit face.
Bowers, I really want to know, can you name what fruits you have eaten? I really just 100% tell me.
I mean, as a child, I probably ate an apple. I've eaten an orange as a soccer player when I was a little kid, maybe a slice or two of that. I think I had a banana once in 7th grade.
You've only had like the primary colors of fruit. You haven't mixed any. No berries. No berries whatsoever.
No, I had a grape. Is that a berry?
No.
No.
The pain in that response was amazing.
He leaned back. No.
I grew up not knowing a lot about a ton of sports. Like, I got baseball cards, but like, I'm not here saying like, now is a baseball the same as a tennis ball? Please help me. Things that are the same size and in the same larger category, the same thing as the things in the smaller. Like,
so why is a grape not a fruit? It comes on a stem and it's small. And
it is a fruit.
No, it's a fruit.
No, not a berry.
Why is it not a berry? Why is it not a berry? It is a fruit. Why is it not a berry?
I mean, I'm not a scientist. I'm just a guy making fun of it. I don't know the answer to why, but I know that you're wrong and it's
a guy making fun of you. It's the greatest quote of all time.
A grape if it's already made into wine.
Yes,
exactly.
By the way, I just Googled it, and a grape is a berry. Holy shit.
Yes, Chris Bowers for the fruit win.
Grapes are considered a true berry because the entire fruit wall is fleshy. And that's why
I don't think you win for asking the question.
Chris
has that in common.
What's that, Sarah?
I said Chris has that in common with grapes. His entire outside is fleshy.
Pac-Man really,
and I'm juicy.
really
Yeah,
summarizes Chris's diet pretty well. He eats one thing all day long, every day. Hot dogs, not pellets. Occasionally, if a ghost turns blue, as soon as they turn berry color, he runs for the fucking hills. You know what I mean?
Anyway, I know that I know that we have some great graphic designers in our fans here. If you guys want to make a hot dog Pac-Man, that would be fucking great.
Oh my God,
that would be amazing. If you want to throw that in. Oh, we just focused on Jen.
Hey, Jen.
What's up? Jen's
Jen,
making
you're
hot
being
dog
called to
Pac-Man.
duty, Jen. You're being called to duty.
Oh, no,
is that cheese in the background?
She's got a cheese background. If they move out of the way, that's his cheese. That's cheese background. Yes.
I think you're muted, Jen.
Unmute
You're
her
muted,
because
but
this is incredible. Is she unmuted?
What'd you say, Jen? No, she just. I think they're fucking the cheese, man. That's great.
I'm gonna put that in my cheese bank.
Oh my God.
Wait, I would just like to add Speedy Wells Far Gonzalez. I'm just doing these one at a time.
The ingredients.
That's a mouse bank for sure.
That's a mouse bank.
chats,
I'm not doing
Jared.
cheese banks. I'm doing mice bank like we're
I know
supposed
you're
to.
doing mouse
Like
banks.
God intended. Banks are between one mouse and one bank. All right, Sarah.
I'd like to apologize for yelling in pain with incorrect information at Bowers, who equally no information, but was somehow the winner of that interaction. Even though the reason a grape is not a berry is because it's not called a grape berry. Every berry, the last name Berry. That's the name of the family. Like, get out. I think grape must have been kicked out at some point. I don't know what they were too fruity. They're all fruits, but they're like, get out of here, grape. You can't call yourself Grape Bear anymore.
Hey, even a fat Bowers is right twice a day, right? Okay. There you go.
I think what happened probably is the grape was kicked out of the berry family when the grape fell in love with the fruit and became grapefruit.
By the way, Ben,
Yeah.
if you could just not move, I would really appreciate that because I know
I'm
what's
gonna
behind that
move
picture.
right now.
It's Butthole Donuts Best Steve. What a great shot. I love it.
You really enhanced that one. That was
I
good.
know.
He's gonna host the rest of the show from the side if that's okay.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. If you could, I have nothing. You don't have to spotlight me. I'm already on his. You don't need to put me on there twice.
If you spotlight Steve Moore, Michaelis is going to start jerking off because those are too many peach emojis behind him to fucking
Yeah.
handle. He's eating a lot of that background.
Washington, mutually we agree that we should get rid of all these rats in the house, huh?
Yeah, that's you really nailed it.
Wow. We're kind of all off.
Super
Yes,
Jets?
let's do some Super
Somebody
Jets.
say
Super Jets.
Okay. We
Help me afford
had-
better whiskey, please.
We had 2 tips for Cory. Heather Scott gave $10 for Cory. Thank you for hating the West End Mall as much as I do. Is that West End or West
Hey.
End?
West Edmonton.
It's
West
Edmonton.
Edmonton. Yeah.
And
I love that mall.
Z Bunster gave $10 Cory because George set you up so beautifully. We also had a super chat from Heather Scott. Said pineapple is one of my faves too, but I recently learned it digests you back, so I might prefer candy after all. Is that true about pineapple? That's horrifying.
Well,
What does
pineapple's
that
a
mean?
berry, so we have to start there.
What does it mean?
Pineapple
digest
is an
you back?
apple.
What does that mean?
I guess it's too acidic. Maybe the acid eats you a little. I don't know. But that's terrifying. Makes me not want to eat it.
Yeah,
Hey, that's what I've been
Stop
saying for
dick.
years. It's all like that.
I gotta stop sticking my dick in all that pineapple. That's been the problem. Man,
Well,
thank you
they
guys.
say-
Thank you for. We learn a lot on this show. That's the important part.
One day with Judy, and all of a sudden Hofstetter just goes off the rails with his sexual appetite.
Let me just say that picture behind you was taken before you gave me the blow up doll. So just a heads up.
That is not a positive for you, Steve.
Yeah, no, it is not. It is absolutely not. And
Note
hold
to
on
self:
here.
look into investing in the Trump brand. I'm sure it's going and up and up.
Yeah,
That was a
I'm
whole
just gonna
joke.
stay here for a while.
That
We
was
have
the whole
some
joke.
we have some Venmos as well. We have some
Let's get some
Venmos as
Venmo.
well.
Cheers,
Hold on,
Steve.
let's do some Venmos. All right. Do some Venmo. It's very hard to do it from this position. Okay. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Brittany
Okay.
Foxcroft threw in $5 and says, for Cory, great set as always. And Tyler
As
Stevens
always.
threw in $2 and says, for Cory, yeah, it's. Are you has seen you do stand up before? But she probably
Yes.
saw you do the set that you did on my show on Nowhere, maybe.
That is,
Oh,
that
okay.
is
Well, are you
honestly
also surprised that someone saw me do stand up other than your shows?
one of the funniest responses?
You're like, me too.
Man, you're one of my favorite comics. I'm sorry. What?
Why?
I like that your intro was they've seen him 30 million times on Dry Bar, but I guess those 30 million were all you watching it yourself.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Half.
Yeah. Also, Savannah Martin threw in $22.68 and says, for both, I assume both comics, and then also, please don't stick your dick in pineapple. Look, Savannah, you're late to the party. I already learned that lesson. All right. I've clearly understood this now.
They say it makes your cum sweeter. You don't have to like mix it together though.
It's the well. I'm sorry, Ben. What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Oh no.
That looks so sad. That looks so sad. Oh my god.
Also, I think Pineapple's the name of a stripper at the Claremont Lounge in Atlanta. Am I wrong on that, Ben?
It's that.
That
No,
was
that's
her name,
actually
right?
Peaches. That's Peaches.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Is she the one that smashes the beer cans with her boobs?
No, that's Blondie. That's
70?
Blondie that smashes. I have a Blondie beer can actually right over here. Actually,
Really?
That was
Yeah, this is-
Yep. You're welcome, Bowers. I paid for that.
Yeah,
Well, kind
no,
of.
somebody else paid for it, and you wouldn't take the lap dance, so they gave
There
it
it
to me.
is. Wow.
So this is to
Wow,
fill people
everything's-
in on the story. The Claremont Lounge is the worst strip club in America, in that it's the best strip club in America because it's the worst strip club in America. This is a place that when you give someone directions to go there, you say take a right on Peachtree, drive about 4 miles, and when it looks like you're gonna die, take a right into the parking lot. Like that's the
That's the general
the
vibe.
club.
Yes.
It is. Cleveland Jackson once described it as eating Waffle House with his eyes. That is the vibe there. Okay. It is it's basically like I think the average age of the stripper there is like 61. It is a sarcastic strip club. It is hilarious.
Yeah,
And
they
so
just kept the same crew from the beginning, and they never.
Yeah,
hired a
none of the
new
girls ever
staff.
quit.
And in the beginning they were 45. And so the like they didn't start at 18. So we were there for a festival like kickoff party. We would do a comedy festival there. And so someone decided it would be funny to buy me a lap dance from one of them. And I was like, oh, no thanks. I do not want this. I do not want a lap dance from an old person, but thank you so much. I don't want to be the cause of someone breaking a hip. And so I said no thanks. And she's like, well, it was already paid for. Someone's got to have the lap dance. And I just looked around the bar and I said, someone send me Chris Bowers. And
I heard 30 comics yell my name. So this woman's named Blondie. She's like 64. She's a blonde fake wig, and nice lady, but her boobs are like blackjack. Like they look like a billy club kind of. And so when she was giving me a lap dance, she was just hitting me in the face with them, like, bah! It hurt. Like it was like getting punched. It was like seeing stars. I was like, oh, fuck. My buddy Nick Anthony said in the beginning it was funny, and then after about 3 strikes, it was like, wait, you're hurting my friend. It was terrible. But then she smashed that beer can with her big long boobs, and then I got the beer can. I took it home with me. That's on my area. So there you
May I just say, I don't appreciate this ageism happening here. I think women in their 60s can be very attractive. I have hooked up with some of them, and I think they're great. And at the Claremont Lounge, it's also great to get lap dances from older ladies, because not only is it a fun, erotic lap dance, but just think of the wisdom they could whisper in your ear.
Actually,
For one.
Actually, all those vintage ladies on Ben's desk are actually action figures from the Claremont Lounge. That's actually what those people are behind it.
Buddy right there.
He collected the whole set. He's been there 11 times.
There was one there. Mike Trainer was one of the comics that was with us, and there was one girl who was tattooed, and she had 4 stars on her back, and the bottom one was filled in, and all the others were outlined. And Mike just goes, "Hey, that girl looks like she's about to die in Zelda."
It's a fun time. It's a fun time.
I thought she had a Yelp review on her back.
By the way, Brittany Foxcroft sent another $5 in and says, "Hey, I follow you on social media, man. Don't be so hard on yourself." So that was to Cory. So she threw in another $5, which I think we will keep so that his ego doesn't get too big.
Let's be hard on me and then give me more money. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Steve said to Judy last night.
I like that nobody would ever know if Bowers went to a strip club because his blazers already have glitter all over them.
Genius, my friend. That's the genius of the system.
Brilliant.
I've got glitter on me always.
When he got hit in the face, he saw that jacket. That's what happened.
For sure.
By the way, Z Bunster, the Bunst, throws in $40 and says, "Fruit humor. I'm not sure what this means for humanity." Look, Bunst, we don't either. All right, we don't either. We do not know what this means. We apologize for nothing. Okay.
In fairness, it's the. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Cory.
Oh, in fairness, it's the most woke fruit humor. The rest is very inappropriate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And also, I'll just say
80s comics.
Thank you again, Bunster, for your support of our show. 4 out of 5 days that we do the show, I feel like we're really helping people through a very difficult time on the planet. And then every 5th day or so, I feel like we're making things worse.
And which day is today? Ben?
Which is today?
Today is one of the worst ones.
Yeah,
I feel like people watching this show today were just like, we should go to the Capitol and protest. We need to reopen society.
Look,
why don't we catch up on Super Chats and then do the game?
I just hope that Barack Obama does deliver on that change he's been promising. But if he doesn't, I got us, you guys. I got us.
I'm all over the world.
Oh!
That hurt for real.
Holy shit.
Talk about clackers.
Wow.
You see yourself in the junk with $19 and change.
This is like $300 and change.
But this, you should
He
put
just
some
moused
ice.
a
Did you
piggy
just
bank.
hit yourself in the grapes? What just happened there?
Hit myself
have
in
an answer?
the twig and berries. It's like being in the shower with Sarah.
Let's do the game, and before we do, have I done 3/5 bank blind mice? Okay, let's move on.
3/5 bank? Is that a bank?
It's fifth third, I think. Isn't it
fifth third. Oh, 5/3. Whatever the fuck it is. It's
No,
mine.
no, you hammered all of my mice banks, and now you're not going to get off on one? No, you're not.
It's 5. So it's what is it? It's 5/3. What's the bank?
Third, which I've never wanted. I never want to trust a bank that doesn't know how to fucking fix fractions. I mean, what the fuck are they doing? But yeah, it's fifth third bank for whatever reason.
How about chase me around the house? You'll never catch me. I'm a very fast mouse bank.
I like that it rhymes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I would like to invest in that bank, Ben. You can take all my peaches. All right. Do we have any more to catch up with?
We have a couple of super chats to catch up with. Jessica Kibble gave $100 for everyone every day is less grim because of the show.
Wow.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you, Jessica, so much.
And Justin Brown sent $20. No comment, just the money. And That Lane Boy just sent £2, I think, pounds. Ben's found out why a testicle is lower.
You only get hit on one at a time when you got heavy change on it. I get it.
Yeah. Did you crush your balls so much you need glasses? What just happened?
Well, I just realized that moment that happened was a great metaphor for my presidential campaign. I promised I'd bring change, and it collapsed suddenly and fell. The possibility of that happening in the future ended quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I do. Also, by the way, we do have a game entry. Justin Stolt put in $5 and said, Lulu CK Lemon. Unfortunately, we're not playing the game of yoga stores and comedians, so I don't know what that entry is. But cool.
Entry. What a silly thing.
That is.
Call back though. That's fun. That's great.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wait, what was that one? So that's comedians and yoga places. Okay, so let's work on that one.
Yeah.
What about like Zumba? Is that or like
A Zumba could count.
okay.
Lon Zumba Bowden.
Zoom Brian Regan. What are we?
Let's go from
Zoom
Zumba
Bentley.
one of the-
downward facing dog into Aziz Ansari.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't a Zumba that robot vacuum?
That's a Roomba.
Where'd he go?
Roomba.
Oh shit, my bad.
You just put your own background over you? What just happened? Oh, no, you left. Okay.
I have weird glasses like that somewhere that Ben has on, but I couldn't find them. So fucking.
I doubt
Wait.
you, Bowers, because my glasses, once again, have changed.
Wait, Bowers, can you leave frame again for 1 second? Just real
Oh
quick.
god. Sure.
All right, now I have your background. Okay, you can come back in. I'm not going to do anything nefarious with that at all.
No, that'll never get used later for the show. All right,
Yeah.
contest entries. Do we have any regular contest or entries that aren't CK and Lululemon pants?
Yeah, before the paid entries start, do we have any good free ones? And do we have any
We
do we have any
absolutely
good ones? Oh my god, wait, hold on,
Wait,
Tony.
go back.
Tony in the live chat just said Louis CK has no soul cycle. Holy fuck. I don't know if that's he masturbates in front of people without their permission or a redhead joke. I don't know which of those it is. Works.
It's both. It works on every level. Great job, Tony.
All right,
So,
Jared,
do we
what
have
do we
any
got?
non-paid ones?
Okay.
Also, I'm sorry to cut you off, but let me just say, I did hear though for his classes, aspiring comedians get a free class. No,
There's-
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
the Soul
okay.
Cycle at the No Soul Cycle. I get it. Okay, yes, they get a free class at the No Soul Cycle. But actually, he just jerks off while you're cycling, and the faster you go, the faster he goes, and then when he's done, you're done. That's how it works. It's about an 18-minute.
Hey, Jared, do we have any changes of subject?
we sure do.
At this point, I'd love to talk about Sarah's father naked in the shower again. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
A user named Sarah's Dad's Dick
who is
sent
muting
in these suggestions.
Really?
So, for this joke, you need to know that there's a bank called the Pentagon Federal Credit Union, and also that Michael Jackson's mouse was named Bentagon Federal Credit Union.
Good thing
You know what?
everybody
You didn't
knows
need
those
to.
things.
You didn't need to introduce all that to the. I mean, look, everyone has that knowledge. That's common knowledge. Doesn't everybody know?
Two of us need look no more.
Some non-official entries to the game. We had the Donut Hole Surfers. We had Swedish Fish, PHISH.
Nice. I like that one.
Raz Van Mindrew said NWA Nutella with attitude. Nick Didato sent the new Sour Patch Kids on the block.
They did Nutella without the hard R. That was good. Nutella, like that's.
Yeah, Nutella is offensive.
Very
Say
offensive.
Nutella.
Steve, I can't even believe you just said that. Dizzy by Nature said the Tobler Ramones.
Nice.
Psycho Chicken, Fiona Candy Apple. Amina Saleh sent Hershey's Kiss, the band Kiss, of course.
Nice.
But what's
Heather
Hershey?
Scott sent
It's Michael Jackson's
kind of
mouse.
Oh,
Kind of berry.
Yeah.
Heather Scott said Almond Joy Division, which I liked a lot.
Nice.
Harry Connick Jr. Mintz from Tony Deirdroff. Ellie.
Are these all unpaid?
Yeah, these are all unpaid. I can skip to the paid
Wow.
ones if you like.
No.
Yeah.
Ellie Mays sent Kit Kat Stevens.
Nice.
That's a good one.
And I really wanted to read this one. This is not a paid entry, but Zach Dixon sent Bachman Turnip Overdrive. Had a very unhappy childhood where turnip was the candy that he
Yeah,
got.
clearly. As Mike Kaplan says, if you eat enough turnips, they taste like candy. That's how you do it.
Okay, so do you want to do the official entries now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here in my place. It's good to be here. So if you guys can, if you want to just, just go back and forth for a second, Taylor. I think I kind of nailed where everything is pretty well. It's close. All right. While I'm on my laptop,
Wait,
it's a little
just
different. Than when
quickly
you're
go
on your
back
phone.
and forth between the three of us if you can.
Yeah.
I love doing the game intros, and here's what I love not eating fruit. I love eating non-fruit. Steve, go to you, Steve.
We all shop at the same out of business comedy club, so that's how we got all this stuff.
I hate fruit, but I love hot dogs, and I love fucking. I love fucking, and I love hot dogs.
I like half those things.
All right, let's go to the game. We have some great ones.
Steve, are you gonna do the PayPal's first, the Venmos first?
Yeah, I'll do some of these. All right, so we got a bunch here. All right, Daniel Graves threw in $15, so he's got 3. There's Everlast Gobstopper, nice.
Nice.
There's Rady Airhead, nice, and Toblerone Direction. That's so good. All right, we also have Tim Farron tipped in $5 and said Matchbox whatchamacallit, which I don't even. Yeah, it works. It absolutely works. And then Ron Gould threw in $5 and says five Butterfinger Death Punch. Nice. And I don't fully get this one for Brittany Foxcroft. Candy by Iggy Lollipop. What? Does anyone else?
Iggy Pop.
Oh, Iggy Pop. Got it. Iggy Lollipop. All right. I was concentrating on the candy one. I was like, that's not. It's just the category. I'm so confused. Are we doing? Yeah. And then Ron Gould threw in $5 and says Bananas Foster the Peeps. Bananas Foster isn't candy. That's just a dessert. You can't. You may as well be cheesing a bank. What are you doing? And then Ben Glee. And then Mrs. E.F. Williams sent $6 and says for Ben Glebe's presidential curio shop, and also the entry is Rage Against the Taffy. Nice. All right, I think I'm caught up on this end.
Okay, so bunch of entries. Z Bunsters, Pixies Stick.
Nice.
She also sent in this one from Ron Gould, Oreo Speedwagon.
Oh fuck, that's good. Holy fuck, that's good. Point of the game.
Technically not a candy.
Just for clarity, are we picking our favorite paid or any of them?
Paid,
or
Favorite
paid?
paid.
All right,
Favorite
okay.
paid.
Now these ones right now are
Yeah.
These are the
Paid.
official
Paid.
entries.
Yeah.
official entries. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, Stephen Boykin, Deep Purple Cotton Candy.
Nice.
Jeremy Day sent in 3 entries. Dave Clark, Take 5. The Sugar Hill Babies Gang. And Run PB Cup.
Oh, peanut butter cup? That's
It's got to be Run
a
DMC.
stretch, but yeah.
Wow.
PBC. Run PBC.
PBC.
There's peanut butter.
That actually works as the yoga entry also because of how much of a stretch that is.
Yeah. You can also do Run JP Morgan. All right, we're way off here.
So, Deanie McQueen, 30 Seconds to Mars Bar.
Cool.
Adam Meisenheimer, the Pussy Kit Kat Dolls.
I like it.
Sarah Leventree, Everlasting Gobstopper. So Everlast in Gobstoppers.
Nice.
The band Everlast. Kyra
Yeah.
M, Sugar Ray Daddy.
Nice.
He also sent in this on behalf of Razor, Foster the Peeps.
Oh, fuck. The marshmallow peeps. That's good.
I like that
I
one
think
better.
that's what. I think bananas foster the peep, right? It wasn't full people when you
No,
were
no, it said the
Oh.
people. It said the
Oh,
yeah. It was bananas foster.
All right.
No, I know how to read, but I do appreciate the
You said peep.
confidence.
You said
You
peep.
said peeps.
You did
I
say
said
peep.
bananas foster the peeps.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Hold on.
You might know how to read, but you don't know how to talk, Steve.
I don't know how to, I know how to read, but I don't know how to remember what I read. That's
That was
going
gonna be my choice because it had.
What's that? What's that guy Rocco? What's that?
Oh, it
comedy
did say
Rocco?
bananas foster the peeps. That's right. I was thrown
All right.
off by the bananas foster of it. You're completely right. I apologize. I will just for that, I will give the blow up doll back. I'm so sorry. I don't deserve her. I'm not going to show her a good life. I don't deserve her.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Judy left me, and so you must find her another home.
Wait, Ben, were you in Waco, that Netflix show that's on right now? Those glasses are perfect.
Let me just say that if you guys want to come over and bring your whatever Waco reference makes this funny, let's do it.
You guys ready to get back
Nailed
to these
it.
entries?
Nailed it. Let's do more entries.
Okay. Soccer Freak 07 sent in Kit Kat E. Perry.
Nice.
Heather Scott sent in for Elizabeth Ann Talking Airheads.
Nice.
And also on behalf of Kyra M, Three Musketeers Dog Night.
Nice.
Benjamin Oinzon sent in Twizzler Sister. I like that one a lot.
Oh my god, that's great.
That's good.
Elizabeth Peters sent in 3 entries. She sent in Junior Mince Walker and the All-Stars. Candy Corn with a K.
I like that one a lot.
And on behalf of Greg Murphy, Dr. Feel Good and Plenty.
Nice.
That's an album title, not a band, but still very, very clever.
Yes. This is Lola Kren Gabner sent in 3 entries with 1 donation. A little bit of a cheat, but I'm going to allow it. Alyssa Caramel. Alicia Caramel? Does that make any sense?
What?
Oh, Alicia Cara.
Alicia Okay. Alicia Caramel.
Yes.
I don't get this one at all.
Good thing you allowed it. Keep going.
Alanis Noisette.
Alanis Morissette, and
Yeah,
then
What's the candy? Noisette?
Yep.
Noise?
Alright.
Is there-
And
Yeah, sure. Okay.
also Pancake at the Disco. Not a candy. Not a
Those
candy.
are all $1.50 entries, so it adds up to $5. Nice work. All right.
Technically, it adds up to $4.50, but you don't matter.
Well, true. Thank you. She's been,
Were you
she's been
a
good at math since
teacher?
she saw she's been good at math since she saw her dad's dick. But anyway, go ahead. Jared, what else we got?
Before I read this last
4.5.
entry, we had a late super chat from Zara B sent $100. Thanks for all the laughs today. Even when the game isn't about candy, you're the sweetest part of my day.
Aw.
Oh, thank
Thanks,
you,
Zara.
Zara.
You're the
Appreciate
best.
you. Absolutely.
So the last official entry is from To the Rescue, Green M&M's Day.
Nice.
Green Day.
All right.
Read M&M's Day. I like it.
I also wanted to throw out R-E-M&M, but you know that's just M&M.
All right. Does anyone in the live have that we didn't any that we didn't use yet? No. All right. Cool. Before we
Comedians.
vote,
You got
comedian.
comic. Yep. You got any comics?
Oh, entries! Holy hell! I've been thinking all about who was winning.
I've got
We'll do
one.
that in a
It's,
second.
If
Yeah.
I may, it's Mango, which is a mashup of mayonnaise and Go-Gurt.
Normally the guest can't win, but I think we need to change the rules. Kaplan doctrine.
It's a berry, technically. I've
Love
heard.
that entry.
I'm pretty sure it's a
That is
berry.
no part of it whatsoever. I love that.
Yeah, I also think that's a mice's favorite food. They don't like cheese. They like mayonnaise
yeah.
Go-Gurt.
I've got a
fat mice
couple.
at my apartment.
If
Confirm?
we've got time. So I've got Lifesaver.
Okay.
I've got Schoolhouse Rock Candy. Nothing on that? All right.
All right.
And I've
Rock
got
candy.
Sour Patch New Kids on the Block.
Oh,
Nice.
I like that one. Sour Patch Kids on the Block was good. Sarah, do you have any?
I only have the 30 seconds to Mars bars.
Nice.
I
yeah.
And
That was very
I've
good.
got some if you guys care to hear them.
Go,
Love
yeah.
And if you
Ben,
don't,
your signal's cutting out. So we should vote on.
By the way, I don't think you should, Ben. I don't think you should be naming candies when you look like a guy who would be giving kids candy. That's not cool.
By the way, that's the third chapter of his book, of his parenting book, How to Give Kids Candy.
that's okay. You guys can keep making jokes. Haters gonna hate, according to my salt and pepper shakers.
We can't see with your background out of there.
How do you have haters gonna hate salt and pepper shakers? Jesus Christ.
Do I have them? I purchased them. That's how most people get stuff. Hours. I don't know if
Ben,
you know.
do you follow Ben Morrison when he makes his stupid videos at the $5 Hollywood store and just buy all the shit he makes fun of? Is that what's going on? All that shit?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I just have a good sense of taste in my life, and I buy.
Hey, Ben, if you applied for any government assistance during this whole COVID thing, you're not gonna get it once they see this show. They know how you spend your money. Like, they're not gonna.
Okay, the salt and pepper shakers. If you're gonna say shit like that, 50 cents. 50 cents. Don't you dare. Don't
And
you
let me just
dare.
say that was $2.50 too much to pay for those. So
Are you my grandma Maxine, Ben? Like, Jesus.
I was just try a fucking fruit already, okay?
and what do you got?
Nailed her. You nailed her. I mean, you sounded just like her. Sorry, I didn't mean to say
No,
that.
it's quite all right, Howard. It's quite all right. The longer we delay, the longer it takes to get to my list. That's about a mile long, so it's on you. You know what
All
I
right, let's hear the list.
All
Let's
right,
hear
Ben's
the
list brought to you by Jamie
I have
Kennedy's
one. Oh,
Franks and
Ben's
Beans.
list,
Everybody,
yeah.
Jamie Kennedy's Franks and Beans for all your canned Franks and Beans needs. It's Jamie Kennedy's Franks and Beans. So next time you think canned Franks and Beans, think Jamie Kennedy's canned Franks and Beans. Go ahead, Ben.
love
We
it.
just had a shout out to our sponsor.
I just wanted, I was trying to think of candy a band, and I got like Ari. We got Alice in Red Vines. We've got Bon Jovi.
Nice. I'll give you that one.
Miley Cyrus, the candy version.
Jesus Christ.
Miley Citrus.
Candy. We've
Not
got,
a berry, by the way. Not a berry. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, fair enough. We've got The Who ate all my candy. We've got Rush to eat all my candy. We've got
Fast
Grateful-
because I'm a mouse and you can't catch me. Chase, bank, or something.
Grateful to have all my candy because one day I'll be dead.
Got Pearl Jam all my candy into my mouth.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. Got just one Starburst lady. Come on, it's Halloween. ZZ topped me off.
Oh, God.
We got Journey to the store because who ate all my candy?
Got Pearl Jam these ideas together to try to fit into the contest.
We've got I'm calling the police because who ate all my candy? We've got the cure to people stealing all your candy is to become the killers. The 2 right there.
That's a double, yeah.
We've got Madonna if you're gonna try to eat all my candy, but please do not.
It's still happening.
We've got Yoko. Oh no, someone ate all my candy.
Not a band.
Someone must have taken my candy. Look, it's been steely danned from me.
See, that one does not work, Steve. I'm so sorry.
You know, my fault. I don't really know how the game works. I apologize. Too busy trying to cheese a bank
Steve,
back
be
here.
serious. Be serious.
Don't steely Dan my candy.
Yes, there we go. We've got Beyonce, pal. Could you spare some of your candy?
We got B. Geez, this game is awful. Let's finish this up so we can eat candy.
That one also does not qualify. We've got Garth Brooks ate all my candy.
Hold on a second. I've been on your side this whole time, and definitely my favorite. Thank you so much.
We've got Blink 182 pieces of candy are missing because someone ate all my candy while I blinked. Finish this fucking game.
That one qualifies.
All right, thanks.
There's two only left here. I've got I think I just figured out why R. Kelly has all this candy. And finally, talking Lemonheads.
That's my favorite joke. My favorite joke is starts funny, gets stupid, dumb, then funny again, funnier, crushes. I love those jokes that get stupid in the middle after 11 of them. That's fucking great. Good job. All right, we got to vote now.
I agree that
Well,
that joke
I have
got
one finally,
stupid.
but now I don't want to say.
Let's hear it.
Peachy O-Town. All right.
May I also offer one final one? I think it qualifies for. This is a mouse bank. It's Berry White. How about that? You guys know Michael Jackson's other mouse named Barry.
And all banks.
Little known bank called White People Own All the Banks.
All right, we got to vote on who wins here. So Sarah, what's your vote? What was your favorite one of the contest ones? I know we've probably forgotten which ones were contest
Not the Ben ones. Shoot.
No.
Uh,
Well, just pick your 18th favorite then.
Okay. So my favorite was Oreo Speedwagon, but Oreo's not a candy, so I wasn't sure if that counted.
All right.
So my runner-up is Sugar Ray Daddy.
All right. Cory.
I also liked Oreo Speedwagon. It's good. I liked Katy Perry because it's spelled K-A-T, Katy, our unique spelling. But I'm going with Bananas Foster the Peep because of the peep. It's got candy.
Because I fucked it up.
It's official. Feel like we trashed him a little bit, and it was very funny, very good.
Yeah.
Mike Kaplan.
Yes, there were a lot of great ones, and a lot of great unpaid ones. I loved Tobler Ramones. That would have been my choice if it was paid, unless I'm mistaken. A lot of really hilarious ones, and a lot of ones that didn't make any sense. Let me go through those all one at a time. And my favorite, all of those were Ben's. And now my favorite, Twizzler Sister. Really came out of nowhere, surprised me. Love it, Twizzler Sister.
Nice.
All right, Twizzler Sister. right.
You know, same thing. I liked Toblerone Direction. I really liked 5 Butterfinger Death Punch. I like the band and the candy bar. I did have Oreo Speedwagon, but I agree that's not a candy. And Candy Corn was good with the K, but I am also going to go with Mike Kaplan and say Twizzler Sister. Was my favorite.
Wow.
I'll go Twizzler Sister.
All right, excellent. Ben Glebe.
A lot of great entries. I was a big fan also of Toblerone Direction. I also loved Croissant with Jam. I also was a big I think the one that I choose, even though it's a bit of a stretch, I don't mind a bit of a stretch in these games. If you haven't noticed, my vote goes to Oreo Speedwagon.
All right.
All right.
Steve.
Oreo Speedwagon, even
wait,
though it is
Jared-
technically not a candy, but hilarious. Jared, what's
Rachel.
yours?
I vote Twizzler Sister. That was my favorite.
All right,
Oh,
Twizzler,
wow.
Twizzler sister.
3
You sure
for
you don't want to
Twizzler sister.
pontificate on it for about 4 minutes?
No.
Second?
Hold on a second. The show needs to be longer. So yeah, let me
Wait, no,
let me stretch.
it does not. By the way, Dave Eisner also threw in a last bit of $5 and says Nickelback. That's how this game works, right? That's fucking funny. Nicely done. Nicely done. Well, my vote does not matter because Twizzler's sister is already leading by more than 1 vote. But my vote was actually for Toblerone Direction. But that does not win. Twizzler's sister is the winner. Twizzler's sister. If you won with Twizzler's sister, go to our website, laughfromhome.com, and you can email us and we'll get you your prize. And with that, let's say goodbye to our live video audience. We appreciate you guys being here as always. Thank you much for being here, everybody. And
Thanks, guys.
we'll see you again. We'll see you again shortly. And also Bowers, you want to say goodbye to our comics?
Yeah, Cory, why don't you tell other you got the Nowhere Show? Anything? How can we find you on the internet? How can we find you out in the world? Other than you can plug your show again. And
At Cory Michaelis Comedy on all the things, Instagram, Facebook, Adult Friend Finder, and Nowhere Comedy Club. It's amazing. This Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m., headlining a show with Mary Lou Gamba and Chris Bowers hosting, I hope.
Sounds great. I didn't know that,
All right.
but perfect. Yeah. I'm excited.
Also, by the way, if you guys really want to make an impact on Cory, you can just follow him on social media since he apparently doesn't believe anybody does. He was so surprised by it. No, but Cory, super funny. Nice work. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Sarah, how do we find you?
I'm at Sarah Keller 07 on everything. That's Sarah with an H and Keller like Helen. And yeah. And I'm also the head writer for a new web series that's coming out on Hello Sunshine, which is Reese Witherspoon's production company. Next Saturday is our first episode. It's called Comedians on Classics. Please check it out. I need a job. I need money.
Awesome. Great job. Mike Kaplan.
Yeah, I also would be happy to take your money. Thank you. Mike Kaplan, spelled the way I do it, MyQKaplan on all the social media, Twitter, Facebook, Venmo, etc. And I do have a new album that's available for pre-order right now. It's called AKA. It comes out this Friday, May 8th, when I'll also be headlining the Nowhere Comedy Club for the first time. Very excited to do that at 7:30 West Coast, 10:30 East Coast. If you're here, you probably know how to find there. And you can also remember that Sarah Keller has an H in it because Helen Keller has an H in it. So thank you so much for having me.
Thanks so much, Mike.
Also,
Jared,
Helen Keller would not have been able to see her dad's dick. Just a heads up, that would have been...
Made her whole life better. Jared, thanks for hanging out today. Another Sunday with Jared. We appreciate you, buddy. Thanks so much.
My pleasure.
Excellent. And Bowers, what you got coming up?
Actually, a week from today, May 10th, I've got my own. I've got 2 shows. I've got April Macy's show at 6:30 and then or 6, and my show's at 7:30. So buy tickets for that. Nowherecomedy.com to check out my full headlining set. Gonna hopefully be all new stuff that wasn't on my album that you just bought. So check that out. And then at Bowers Comedy on all of the social medias, Steve Hofstetter.
Excellent. And by the way, Ben, I know we usually have you end this. I'm gonna have to end this one because we had a thing coming over email that I want to close with, and you'll see why. So you say your goodbyes first.
Absolutely, that sounds good to me. I just wanted to say to everybody, I'm going to try to let you know about different cool things that I've done in the past, or somewhat cool. Maybe you decide if you want to check them out. On YouTube, I wrote and acted in a ensemble, very weird slapstick comedy web series about the first weed movie theater called Cinedopes, Cinedopes. You can watch that, 4 episodes on YouTube. And I have a big announcement that I'm very, very excited about because this person I was such a huge fan of my whole life, and now I'm doing a show with him at the Nowhere Comedy Club on May 12th. I will be doing a fully improvised stand-up comedy show with Greg Proops. Me and Proops.
Wow. That's huge.
Called Greg and Glebe, It's a G Thing. So please check that out. May 12th, Nowhere Comedy Club. Tickets are already on sale. And I just wanted to say, I know the world is in a weird place, and we don't know what the future holds, but we have to come together and support who I think will take us to that next level. And my man is Ross Perot, you guys. I'm voting Perot.
Holy fuck, he has a pro button.
Of course he has a pro button, Steve. Jesus.
And I just wanted to say goodnight. I know a lot of you asked what's in the box, so I think now's probably the best, good enough time to show you as any. Inside the box, we've got a jam-filled croissant.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody. It's
All
so
right.
good.
And with that, here's why I wanted to wrap up this way, because one of our regulars in our audience had been doing some fundraising for the Martin Foundation. And the Martin Foundation, for those unfamiliar, is the foundation that I founded in honor of my father, or memory of my father. And when he passed away, it was founded to try to help comedians kind of get a leg up in the industry. And this year, we changed the grant to something called the Friendly Shoulder, where we've been giving comedians $1,000 at a time to try to get them through, since they don't have the ability to work right now. And during this show, I got an email alert. Zara, are you cool turning your camera on for this?
Yeah.
Got an email alert that Zara's fundraising efforts just gave the foundation another $2,000.
Wow.
So I just wanted to personally say thank you, and it means a hell of a lot to me. That's 2 more Friendly Shoulder grants. That's 2 more comedians that are going to be able to pay rent. And I just wanted to say thank you. And so I wanted to close with that. So thank you very much, Zara. We really appreciate it. And we appreciate everyone who's supporting the show. So thank you so much. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.
What's the box?